where I can apply some resistance.
Do you need to apply resistance?
Yeah, why are you?
For 2, you do.
Oh. So many.
I'm going to have you lie prone for me with your feet off the edge of the table. Okay? So a 2 is they're prone, and I'm going to apply moderate resistance. In the book, it just says resistance, apply resistance. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like to say moderate resistance because how we define a 2. I'm going to apply resistance, but instead of being like your normal break test where I match them and they have to hold it for 5 seconds, now it's can they go through full range of motion while I am applying resistance. And if I apply maximum resistance, I'm going to do that, and I'm going to lean into it, and she's probably not going to be able to go very far at all. Right?
Like my foot's asleep right now.
Try
What's going
it.
on?
Push. 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 Oh my gosh, she's so strong.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's also because she could probably get a 5 out of 5, so I'm not too worried about it, right?
So you don't match their resistance?
No.
It's just a...
You're just applying moderate resistance because, again, it's 2 is defined as they can go through full range of motion against resistance. But the book, again, doesn't define how much resistance. That's why I don't say max resistance, because they have to be able to go through full range. So it's going to be more like this. Okay, go ahead and resist me. Keep pushing. Come on, come on. There we go. Wasn't pushing very hard, but I still wanted you to overcome it.
Okay.
Right? So we're applying enough resistance to make it difficult for them, but not so much that they can't go through full range. So we want the patient to overcome us so that they can have the opportunity to get through full range. But I'm applying enough resistance that it's not just like, oh, there's a little resistance and she just barely has to do anything to go against it. Okay? I'm applying moderate resistance and she can get through full range. That's a 2. And then we have a 2 minus. The 2 minus, make sure I got this right. Yep, okay. 2 minus, she stays in prone. And now, instead of being able to go through full range of motion, she can only go through partial range of motion. So about,
With no resistance?
with no resistance. Yes, thank you. Okay, so here's her resting, here's her full range, and then if I take her back there to resting and then I just say go through it, and she gets about right there where she was, she's not all the way through full range, just partial range, no resistance, so that would be a 2 minus.
So what if she gets through full range with no resistance?
Still, yeah, then you add the resistance and see if she can get a 2.
What if she can't?
Well, then you give her a 2 minus. It's the same, really, it's the same as between a normal grade 1 and a normal grade 2, right? Because grade 2 normally is full range, minimal resistance. Grade 1 is no resistance,
No full
excuse me.
range.
Yeah, so gravity minimal, but she can't get through full range of motion. So she may be able to go through partial range, but I still can't give her a 2. She can even get through full range with gravity minimized. So it's still the same if you really get to the nuts and bolts. Between a 1 and a 2 normally, it's just like the difference between a 2 minus and a 1.
So why exactly do they use plus and minuses for planar flexion? Because it's complicated.
Because it's complicated, that's a big one, right?
Because it's
Because-
a strong muscle.
Exactly. I mean, we already talked about the fact that the work that it's doing every day throughout various activities is continually pushing against your body weight. So it is an extremely strong muscle. And so we can't necessarily apply, well, there's no way, because it's a very small moment arm, there's no way that we would be able to give ourselves enough mechanical advantage to really overpower that or to match it. I mean, you guys saw. She had strong Gastrocnemius Soleus. And I was full on leaning into it, and yet she still was moving me. So we have to change it up a little bit so we can get an accurate representation of its strength. Okay. Any questions on plantar flexion manual muscle test? Yes.
So how do you get one in there?
Okay, so one is a trace. So she doesn't go through really any motion at all, but I can palpate and I can feel that contraction happening. And then 0 is just dead, nothing. Right?
Okay.
Those ones are the same.
Just wanted to double check.
Any other questions? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. Practice